you, Mr. President. I would like to direct my questions to Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia, mabalikan lang natin ng konti yung audit ng BSP at saka ng AMLA. Am I right in understanding from your previous testimony, Mr. Garcia, that the BSP audit team does not look into personal accounts?
Yes, Your Honor.
In other words, they do not take deposit samples.
Yes, Your Honor.
Only the AMLA audit team does that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So the question is whether or not the AMLA audit team or examiner is allowed to photocopy, reproduce, fax, whatever, documents or records of the deposit samples that they looked at.
I do not have personal knowledge of that, but they are authorized by law to look into it.
To look, but they do not. Do they? Are they allowed to take photocopies?
As part of an audit process, it is oftentimes necessary for them to get copies of this. And based on our examination report, we did check that documents were provided to them.
So they did, in fact, photocopy, make copies, photocopies of deposit samples during their 2010.
We provided to them as required, Your Honor.
So kayo nang nagkopya, tapos yung hiningi nila, kayong nagkopya at binigay nyo ngayon dun sa AMLA examiners.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what happened. Okay. Pagkatapos nung kanilang audit, nung kanilang examination, binigay ba sa inyo yung resulta nung kanilang audit? Kung may problema, kung maayos naman, did they at any point come back to you? You said they finished around November 2010. Pagkatapos nila natapos, they examined all the documents, binalikan bang bangko para sabihin, wag na kayo mag-alala at mukhang namang maayos. Or the opposite, mukhang may problema tayo dito. Did they ever give you an inkling or give you an indication as to what was the result of their examination?
Yes, they did, Your Honor. They came back and indicated to us that our signature cards did not have the notation PEP.
So as a result of their examination, the only conclusion that they arrived at that was a problem or that needed fixing or that needed your attention was the fact that PEP, the designation PEP, was not included in the signature card.
Yes, Your Honor, because they during the review, they check on whether the bank does follow the AMLA process, which is either reporting on 500,000 and up or disclassification.
So should there have been a violation, they would have told you that as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can assume that the fact that they only talked about the lack of the PEP designation in the signature card means that that was the only remarkable thing as far as that they found as far as their examination was concerned.
As far as I can recall, Your
Okay.
Honor.
With the permission of the gentleman from Ilocos Norte. In other words, the original did not contain the marking PEP.
Yes, Your Honor.
But this annex document now contains that marking PEP.
Yes, Your Honor.
How can you explain why your original does not have a PEP and the Annex A contains a PEP?
Your Honor, we do not.
Who would have placed that if your bank did not place it?
Your Honor, we do not know the source of this annex documents, Your Honor. We cannot comment. We don't know, Your Honor.
But the only one who had a copy of your original submission to the audit team of Banco Central and AMLA is the audit team, which I assume that the one you submitted did not contain PEP.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then, who else would be the source of a document that would be altered to contain the word PEP?
I don't really know, Your Honor.
Heaven? Hell? Or where?
Perhaps the source or the small lady could probably answer that question better, Your Honor.
Which one? The little lady?
Well, I understand that these documents that were submitted came from a lady, so she would probably know the source of the documents.
Not just a lady, it was notified as a little lady. So, thank you, Senator Marcos.
Mr. Garcia, I also note in the original or the copy of the original signature card that you gave us, walang PEP ang nakalagay. Doon sa
Signature box.
signature box. Oh,
Yes, sir.
walang nakalagay